Hi, I'm Colette LeBaron, and I'm going to be presenting Pete the Cat's Author and Illustrator to you today. One of the reasons I love Pete the Cat books is I am a primary school teacher, and I love how Pete the Cat engages my students from the very start of the story. My own children love Pete the Cat as well. Pete the Cat books are primarily picture books that are geared toward the pre-K to second grade levels, although I think a lot of grown-ups enjoy Pete the Cat as well. Pete is the main character in all of the books, and he is typically, in most of the books, trying to solve a problem or help a friend. The author of the first 4 books published for Pete the Cat is Eric Litwin. He used to be a teacher, and he is also a musician and a songwriter. He likes to combine singing and reading to help children enjoy reading. His books have been on the #1 New York Times best-selling list. He's also written books titled The Nuts and the Groovy Joe series. Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons have won the Theodore Seuss Geisel Award in 2013. As well as these 13 other awards. That's pretty amazing. Theodore Seuss Geisel Honor Award is listed as number 12. I've included a reading by Eric Litwin of Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons. This is the story that won the award, and it's published on YouTube, so anyone can search it up and watch it. It's a really good rendition of Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons. I especially love his expression and enthusiasm in this recording. Here are some reviews of a few Pete the Cat books. Pete the Cat, I Love My White Shoes. I own this one and I love it, as well as my students. And it is downloadable as a song sung by the author Eric Litwin. I also own Pete the Cat Rockin' in My School Shoes, and I use this book to ease children's anxiety at the beginning of the year because kindergartners, the grade that I teach, are very anxious about being at school and being away from their parents. And when they see Pete rocking it in his school shoes and he's very easygoing and he's not anxious, then they feel better. Here are some examples of Eric Litwin's work. His 4 Pete the Cat books are up here on top. And then I have some examples of his CDs, Smile at Your Neighbor by Mr. Eric and Bouncy Blue. The other series that he's written are The Nuts. That's those are the characters rolling right there. And then Groovy Joe is another series that he's written. Now we're on to Pete the Cat's illustrator, and he's also authored several of the Pete the Cat books. James Dean is the illustrator of the Pete the Cat books, and he's an artist that started by painting his cat, or kitten, I guess he was, when he started, Pete, who is pictured right there. He lives in Savannah, Georgia with his wife, Kimberly, their pug, Emma, and 5 cats. And he and his wife, Kimberly, use their pets as inspiration in paintings and writing the books. James Dean first started painting Pete after he quit his job as an electrical engineer. Pete started out as a black cat, and then the illustrator thought that people would think that that's either scary or unlucky, and so he made the cat blue. And then he started painting Pete, like he looks here in the bottom left corner, in all of his paintings and books. And then the last picture of Pete here in the bottom right-hand corner is how he looks in the new animated series in Amazon. I've included an interview where James Dean talks about how Pete the cat came to be. He talks about how he had a kitten and that inspired him to start painting after he had quit his job as an electrical engineer and pursue his artwork. Here are more examples of James Dean's work. He's written storybooks and picture books, gift book collections, and I Can Read books. And all of those books are listed on the website PeteTheCatBooks.com. His paintings I have here just at the top. I thought those were pretty cool. I like the coffee one. I thought my students would enjoy You Are Not the Boss of Me. Eric Litwin and James Dean continue to write and perform and paint. Much of their work is showcased online at ericlitwin.com and petethecat.com and petethecatbooks.com. I've included a preview here of the new cartoon series on Amazon Prime of Pete the Cat. This is a video teaser of Pete the Kitty, a new series that they have started. James Dean has written and illustrated that showcases Pete as a little kitten. These videos are on PeteTheCatBooks.com. Here are some bookmarks that I designed with Pete in mind. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Please check out the websites PeteTheCatBooks.com and PeteTheCat.com and EricLitwin.com.